Dadshoos,
Da
dad,
da
dad, dad,
da
dadshoos,
shoes.
dad,
Da
dad,
da
dad,
da shoes.
dadshoos,
Da da
dad,
da
dad,
shoes.
dadshoos. Come on, once more with enthusiasm on
Oh,
this,
oh,
buddy.
dad, yeah.
I already made you do it once. Don't push it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, welcome to another episode of Dad Shoes, everyone. I am L. Jeffrey Moore, and I'm here with my son.
Banneker
Yes,
more.
and you are my son. Thus,
Yeah.
the title of the show.
Confirmed. Whoa, crazy.
Yeah, so we're real excited today. This is going to be an awesome show, I think, because my son is going to take the lead on today's topic. But first, Banneker, I want to let you know that I have ordered our samples for our merchandise. So you're gonna be getting your T-shirt. I've ordered myself a T-shirt and a hoodie, and then as I create more merch, we'll be getting them in. And yeah, but for those of you who just can't wait and would like to see what we have to offer, just go into the bio, go into the notes, and then you'll see the link to our Etsy shop that will have T-shirts. I want to say mugs. I'm making mugs as well, hoodies, beanies, because fall season is coming up, and then hoodie season is coming up. So grab your hoodie, grab your T-shirt, grab your mug, because Dadshoos is a whole phenomenon. Yeah, whatever. So also, this show is sponsored by Liquid Death. Not really. I mean, it's because I'm drinking it right now, but it would be nice if they did. Just saying.
Yeah. We could also have a sponsor. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Not Liquid.
What's that?
It's a mobile game that every single YouTube video gets sponsored by, or Skillshare, or NordVPN.
NordVPN would be good. I would like to, should I try Fortnite? Should we try Fortnite? No. Why not?
No. Because it's Fortnite. I've already tainted my opinion by just making fun of it too much.
This is true.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, what if they want to sponsor us? Will we like it then?
Then we would make the sponsor about how we don't like Fortnite.
Okay, good. Let's stick to our guns. We don't have to just because they want to give us money. We
gotta be real,
Yeah, we got to keep it real, right? So anyway, so make sure. Yeah, nah, no sellouts over here. What are you talking about? So just make sure you click on the link in the bio, and then you'll probably have it written down in the video here. So check out the merchandise of Dadshoos. I have a lot of great plans for the brand of Dadshoos, and I think you'll like it. My goal is to merge pop culture with sneakers. So I think it'll be a nice play, on things. Right? Yeah, I think so too. So, Banneker, what do you have for us today?
So today we're going to be talking about our rankings. So we're going to do mine and then yours of all the Star Wars movies, and then we'll implicate the 6 main shows into them. So we're going to be ranking all 12 movies, 12. So the main 9 plus the, yeah.
Yeah, I was so
the main 6, then the 3 random 9 ones that are bad. 9. Why do I keep saying 9? The random 3 ones that are bad, and then the 3 other ones that's the
standalones.
Yeah, Solo,
yeah,
Rogue One, and the Clone Wars movie. So.
Oh, that's right. So we're going to do the animated. I just want to say that I think these shows are kind of like the shows aren't our babies per se. They are George Lucas's babies, but in the pantheon of the 20th and 21st century of Star Wars, I think we are all we have adopted Star Wars into our family, right? Like we're talking generations, right?
Yeah.
From the time that I grew up and seeing Episode 4, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi in the movie theaters, and then once again when they did the re-release and redid they redid those movies and put special features, and then of course when Episode 1 came out. So just being there watching these films and like for the first time, and then sharing them with you when you came of age, I think like this whole thing, it transcends generations. It's awesome.
Yeah, and I was lucky enough to grow up with the Rise of No, okay, I won't start talking about it
Okay,
too
go.
much. Just like you got like the three like six main ones that George Lucas made, and you know
Right.
I got the ones that Disney made, so that's fun. And
I
but,
think
but
that's a better way of saying it. The ones that
yeah,
Disney made.
yeah. But then I also recently was able to be coming up with like the likes of the first two seasons of The Mandalorian. Right now, Ahsoka, and I remember watching the Clone Wars when I was a wee babby, and
Hmm.
Star Wars Rebels too, and Andor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready to start
So
ranking them?
yeah, okay. You want me to go first or you?
Yeah, I'm gonna just be typing it down. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, because there's a lot. There's a lot we got to go through. So you gotta
yeah.
make sure I get
So
them all in. All right.
you're gonna start with the
So
least one, and then work your
the
way to the
least
best.
one.
The least one you
Oh,
like.
yeah. Okay. So I want to just premise this by saying this is not at all in regard, like I'm not, I don't want to say that I'm trashing the actors or filmmakers or what have you. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not trashing actors. Definitely not trashing, the filmmakers, because I think all of these things can kind of like culminate. But anyway, let me stop making excuses, and let me drop
Yeah,
the hammer
just
down.
tell
All
us the
right.
one you least like because of everything that has led up to it.
Okay, good point. Good point. Okay, so I'm going to go with the least favorite, which will be the Rise of Skywalker.
Yep, I
Partly
would agree.
because, yeah, partly because God bless him, like poor Finn and Rose were just like just ran through the ringer, and everybody else for that matter, for the most part, but definitely
Only
Finn
really
and
Ray and Kylo got like some sort of character, whatever that was, and then they
character
kissed at
arc.
the. Okay, we're gonna save that for my part.
Okay, okay, but yeah, but only because I'm just seeing poor Finn run around going, I got a feeling, and I'm just like, oh my
Ray!
god,
Yeah,
and
like
yelling. Oh man, like
they
it
really
just
couldn't have
turned
given
into
him
a,
like
yeah, they couldn't have given him any more. So I'm just like, dude, first you teased us, saying that he's going to be the new Jedi, and then you faked
exactly.
us
Yeah,
out, right? Like they could both, Ray and Finn could both, have that feeling. They could both, be Jedi's. But whatever,
yeah,
I digress. And then poor Rose, like the internet is awesome, and the internet is also very ugly. And I really think that, these guys who live in their basements, who probably need to go outside and get some vitamin D, who trashed her, just really need to just, in lack of a better way of saying it, get a life, right?
oh my god, yeah,
So I was somewhat embarrassed to see her role just diminish down to a, hey guys, I'm still here. I was like, oh,
she had
girl.
like two scenes in that movie.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. So it was just it was crazy, but definitely rest in peace to Carrie Fisher, who died shortly after. I want to say shortly after production or during production of the Rise of Skywalker. I think so. I'm not
Yeah,
sure, but anyway, but we'll do that. Okay. So Rise of Skywalker, least favorite. Then I'll go to Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Keep
If I have to
talking.
say that, yeah, keep talking. Now, just the. Here's the thing. Because there are plenty of young adults now who grew up on the prequel trilogy, like that's their Star Wars. And I really, really appreciate that. And if it wasn't for Dave Filoni, the prequel trilogy would not have been so enhanced, if it wasn't for Dave Filoni with the Clone Wars and everything that he's put out. So I just got to go with these are the films like when I saw them the first time. This is this is what I have to go with. So yeah, Episode 1. Best things out of that would be Qui-Gon, definitely Darth Maul, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's more, but those are the only two that I can think of right now. But there's that. Okay, so Episode 1. Then I'll do. Okay, what's left?
At any time, I can like read it out. Like
Yeah,
read the
what?
list
Yeah,
of
so far I only have 2. Okay, so let's do that, and then let's just follow that up with Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Only because, and it's never, and I'm never like. I'm not attacking the actor. I'm attacking the character who is getting on my nerves for the most part. But adolescent Anakin, I was just like, yo, someone just needs to clock this boy in the mouth and tell him to get a grip, right? So, like he's just dealing with so much, right? Like first he's got feelings for Princess Amidala and Santa gets everywhere. And I'm just like, yeah, man.
I know. You're going through stuff. Then you're like a Jedi, and your mom just died. Like you're going through a lot, but like,
yeah,
just go cry in a corner.
Yeah, I get it, Anakin. I mean, but wow, okay, but you know what though? Here's the thing. He didn't have a father, right?
Fatherless.
The closest thing he had to a father was Obi-Wan.
No, it was Qui-Gon.
Okay, but he was only around for one flick, and
yeah, that's true.
Stabbed right through the center with the lightsaber.
Yeah.
So, okay, all right. Let me hear this up. Okay, so we got Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Then I will go with, I'll just go through the prequel trilogy, like Revenge of the Sith, which I think is a whole lot better.
At the bottom?
No, not at the bottom. No, not at the bottom. No, like we got Rise of Skywalker, the worst.
Yeah. Phantom
Episode
Menace.
1, Episode 2, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
In 9th place, after your least favorites.
That's in 9th place? Okay, hold up. Oh. Yeah, man, because I gotta give.
Okay, but think about The Force Awakens. Last Jedi.
That's right. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
There are at least 2 more that need to go before that.
Okay, you know what? Let's remove Episode 2 and put The Force Awakens.
Okay.
Let's put The Force Awakens in there. And then Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Okay. All right, good. Whiny Anakin, teenage Anakin is still on my nerves. But anyway. But that's just because I'm a parent, and I probably couldn't take most of that whining. Shout out to Christian Haydenson, man. Like the comeback kid, So anyway, yeah, most definitely. All right, so it's hilarious. I could not.
Rise of Skywalker.
Imagine if I was his Jedi trainer.
Like, just be like, what are you crying for?
What now, man? What now? So anyway, okay. So so Force Awakens, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Then we'll do. I'm just gonna do every other cause yeah. Then let's just do the Last Jedi. Now here's the thing with the Last Jedi. As far as it being different, I still have a certain je ne sais quoi for the Last Jedi as far as like it's stepping beyond what a Star Wars film could be. Now, it can definitely it should definitely have, we should have definitely had a much more seasoned Luke Skywalker being the badass that he is actually being, at those pivotal moments in the movie, dealing with his past or what have you. Uh, but looking at it now, I just see it as like a big deterrent from, what the movie could be. However, I will say that the best thing about that movie was seeing Yoda again, you know, talking to an older Luke, saying, "Hey, man, we, like," and the best quote is, um, "We are what they move beyond," and that is the burden of all masters, right? Like that really struck home with me, just because it's like you want to see the people that you've trained or the people that you've raised go beyond what I have done, right? So I want you to take the ball and go further, because that is the natural order of things, in my opinion. So yeah, all right. So now that we've got that out the way,
This is your
Revenge of the
seventh
Sith.
rank now.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. Okay, Anakin is a little bit more badass. He's still a little bit conflicted. We see that. He's we see that he is, right at the edge of going to the dark side. And I would like to have seen more scenes of Anakin and Obi-Wan, now that, they're not just, you know, master and apprentice, they are, you know, co-workers, like they're partners, right?
Yeah.
And so like some of those deleted scenes that that are that were online, where they were saving Shakti and dealing with a whole bunch of other stuff. I really think we could have seen more camaraderie between the two, right? Like honestly, I think that film should have been 3 hours. Like
Oh, wow.
if we could have had Revenge of the Sith like Endgame, Avengers Endgame, I think that would probably be like probably the best Star Wars ever, right?
Wow.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get what
yeah,
you're saying. It's the
yeah.
one that has the most potential out of you know, all of these ones that we've already named.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So what number is that?
So that's seven. Now we're on six. Your sixth
Okay.
ranked Star Wars movie.
Sixth rank. Sixth rank. Okay. All right. So let's do. Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, I should throw in Solo.
At number six.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's not. It's really not as bad as everybody thinks it
Nah,
is.
yeah,
I
it's
gotta
a
have.
good rewatchable movie.
Yeah. 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 Then I will do. Okay, that's seven. That's okay. Number six. I'd say that would
We're on
be.
number five now.
Oh, number five. Okay.
Yeah.
How many? Okay. How many more do I have left?
So yeah, five left. So you're fifth ranked. You're
Okay.
fourth,
Fifth
third,
rank.
second, and
I'll
first.
say fifth ranked will be episode episode 4, A New Hope.
Okay. Oh,
All
really?
right. Well, how much? Yeah, because I kind of want to save. Yeah. Yeah, just throw it right there,
You
and
like?
then
I'm just reminding you, the Clone Wars one is on here.
oh, okay,
So
that's right. Put
fifth.
Clone Wars there.
Okay. I'm not trying to like sway your opinion. I'm just like, really like A New Hope is like fifth on your top Star Wars movies. That's
Well,
yeah.
yeah, but see, like with the Clone Wars, that's when you see Ahsoka Tano for the first time, and she is such a pivotal character. Like since the creation of
Yeah.
Ahsoka Tano, right? Like it changed the game, as far as Star Wars lore and what she means, to basically the Skywalker saga and legacy. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Like she
yeah,
was really kind of like this nomad character. Like until now, it was really only in like she's never been like a Star Wars movie, but she's been like weaved in and out of like the
yeah,
whole. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So the last three that you've ranked is seven is Revenge of the Sith, sixth is Solo Star Wars Story, and fifth is the Clone Wars. So you got
Clone
four left.
Wars.
Or yeah,
Okay, cool. Then let's do Return of the Jedi,
why?
Episode 4, New Hope. Well, I kind of want to race. I mean,
Uh,
I
uh,
kind of not
yeah,
that I
I'm
want to
just
race them. Yeah.
you just
So the
there are like obvious reasons of why these are good,
yeah,
but
kind of.
you're so fourth is Return of the Jedi, third is A New Hope.
New Hope.
So
Then
are
I'll
you about
throw
to
in
rank?
Rogue One. The main reason for that being number two is the character. Chewie-
I know.
the
I
blind
think
samurai-ish guy.
yeah,
Yeah, Chewit.
Saga
Well, anyway,
Rera, Saga
and
Wewa.
Saw Gerrera. We're seeing
Oh,
live
that
action Saw
that guy.
Gerrera
Yeah.
and the keeper of the guy who once guarded the Kyber crystals. Look him up. I want to say it starts with a CHE or something like that. But anyway, he's like him and his cohort. With the big ass machine gun.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
wonder what your first ranked Star Wars movie is gonna be.
Oh, it will always be The Empire Strikes Back, number one.
Yeah.
It's always The Empire Strikes Back. I really base every sequel
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
The
because
Empire
like,
Strikes Back.
because at this point with like all the sequels that are out there, it's either really good or really bad. Like
Yeah,
it's kind of like really only two ways. Like
yeah. And there's only
across
a
the Spider
handful of
Verse.
films. Yeah, it's only a handful of films that actually gave me that feeling of The Empire Strikes Back when I was a kid. One of them being Across the Spider Verse, right?
Yeah.
And
Hopefully, the
Avengers
Batman Part
Infinity
Two will
War.
be like that.
Yeah,
Because in my mind, I'm slightly like the first one could have honestly been a standalone movie, and I'm really excited to see like how they can like make it better. Yeah.
mm-hmm. All right, man. Your turn.
Okay,
What you
my
got?
turn. At number
Yeah.
12, it's gonna start to shape up like yours with the Rise of Skywalker. Um, just the obvious reasons, everything we were just talking about. It's just bad. It wasn't
Ray,
going anywhere.
Ray,
It was they
I
had
got a
like
feeling.
incest in it. Yeah, there's incest with like
What
Kylo
do you
and
mean
Rey
there's?
kissing.
Oh,
Okay, and here's why.
they're not
Here's
related.
my here's my crazy nerdy theory like thing. So
Okay. Oh, all right. All right.
Palpatine used
Go
the
ahead.
Force to make Anakin to impregnate Shmi. Used the Force to like impregnate Shmi, something like that. Which I think I saw in like comics, in like some Star Wars comics. Then,
Yeah.
if we keep tracing the Skywalker bloodline up to, you know, Leia, who is the mother of Kylo, and then Palpatine's granddaughter, which I still don't get how that is, a thing.
Yeah.
Um, it, it's like I don't even know. I don't. I just think they shouldn't have kissed. That doesn't really make sense. And me saying it's incest is kind of just being slightly dramatic and weird. But
Well,
um,
I mean, it's
it just
it's
wasn't
funny
going
you say
there.
that. It's right on par because if you think about it, with The Empire Strikes Back, when Leia kisses Luke, unbeknownst to the two of them, that
Well, yeah, because they
they
didn't know.
are
Well, okay,
related. Yeah, they
that's
didn't know. Nothing
yeah.
is funny.
I
Okay,
didn't think it was that gross because it was like a peck on
yeah,
the
it
lips.
was a peck. It wasn't like
Yeah, it wasn't like that.
come here, baby.
Okay,
But
okay.
nothing is funnier. Let me say this, and I'll let you keep going. Nothing is funnier than seeing like the 30th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back in a movie theater doing a film festival, and seeing that scene again, and a crowd. I'm talking like hundreds and hundreds of people doing a collective
Ooh.
ew when they kiss, because now that
That's
everybody
funny.
knows, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, what were you saying?
Okay, so 12 we got Rise of Skywalker, and then at 11 I'm gonna put The Force Awakens out. So The Force Awakens was the one where it was kind of the moneymaker, like, oh guys, Star Wars is back, but
Hmm.
and I think that was kind of masking like I should probably rewatch it, but maybe that kind of be a waste of time. But um, I, I didn't think it was bad when it came out. Um,
Yeah, because
I
you were
wasn't.
young.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, you're
wasn't
not
young enough
like
to be like this is a bad movie.
right.
um, you know,
So
but
when did
it was the
the
one that
true
set us up
feelings
for
for the movie?
disappointment. That's what I'll say
Yeah.
it as. It's the one that set us up for disappointment with us going back and forth with like, whoa, that final battle scene. Finn has the, lightsaber. Oh, Ray has lightsaber. Yeah, forget Finn. Actually, for these next couple of things, he isn't going to be a Jedi. Like, Kylo Ren slice him up the back. Okay, and then I remember like there being a lot of toys for it, like a lot, and yeah, and then after that we're gonna go Last Jedi, which when it came out again still isn't the age to be like this is a bad movie, but
Hmm.
it I think it had the best not writing but like all the Luke stuff I really don't like, but kind of the rest of like the story was a little interesting in the way of like
Hmm.
Cantabite, like that gambling planet, and some of what like the First Order was doing,
Hmm.
and like some of the twists in it, and then that last scene with the gorilla walkers because that's what they were like modeled after in the speeders. Um, so that was like it was enjoyable at the max. That's the only good thing I'll say about any of these three movies, just so we're clear. And
All right.
yeah, but it's 10th because they ruined like that's not Luke. That's not Luke Skywalker. Okay, at number 9. I'm looking at the list. At number 9, I'm gonna put the Empire Strike. No, I'm joking.
Oh, dude, I was about to say we got to fight.
um, Attack of the. I remember rewatching that a lot as a kid, actually, because it was like kind of interesting. I'm gonna put
Seeing
the Phantom
Yoda
Menace.
fight for the first time really was actually pretty fun to see.
Yeah,
That yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna put Phantom Menace as ninth place. You know, again, well, elaborating on what you were saying, like it's just not the best, like writing in a way, and I think all of the actors were doing like a good job. And I saw a video earlier today of I don't know his last name, but pretty sure like Elijah, the guy who played young Anakin, and just like the stuff
Mm.
he went through after that. Like I saw a video of someone interviewing him, and he was just not like in it. Like he was really annoyed by all the
Yeah.
questions. It was just like, why? No, no, I don't like it for this reason. Kind of trying to be happy, but he was being really like, what's the word?
Was he
Passive. He was being kind of
passive
passive.
aggressive?
Yeah.
Well, was we're talking like when he was a kid
He
answering
was
those
in like
questions.
university.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, think about it, man. It's like
Yeah.
here yeah, here's the thing. These cats have been cast in something that is, their characters, marked a point in history for a lot of, young teenagers, right? Now, sometimes these cats can't just, separate reality from fiction or what have you. And then you've got the filmmaker's actual, like, style. What is the style that they're, that he or she is trying to, convey? And the actor's job is to convey that style, right? So, yeah, a lot of people can't separate the actor from the character. And so
Yeah.
you got this guy who's like, dude, I got a job, I did it, it was fun or whatever, and
Now everyone
yeah,
ruins my life for it. you know, it's sad.
yeah, it is sad. It's sad. And shout out to Ahmad Best, man, especially for like, for Jar Jar Binks. I'll say this, and then I'll let you keep going. When saw Phantom Menace for the first time and seeing Jar Jar Binks, I mean, looking back at it now and seeing that vernacular that one character was talking of, and of course it wasn't just that character, it was the whole species of guns or what have you.
Hmm.
But living in a town, growing up in Greensboro, North Carolina, where there's an historically black college, A&T State University, Aggie Pride, and then being introduced to Jar Jar Binks, and then at the end of the Phantom Menace, when the march, like the Gungans are having like a parade, and they're marching. It was literally like they were stepping, like my alma mater's like marching band, and so that was like a collective. That was awesome, and it was funny, and it was a lot of stuff. So why am I saying all that? I'm just saying that those collective things, as well as trying to make Jar Jar not offensive. Like, I personally don't think that character was offensive. I thought it was curious for the most part, and then seeing how that actor was having his time, like young Anakin at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I put Phantom Menace there, and now I'm gonna put Attack of the Clones purely for like some of the lightsaber fights and the introduction of the clones,
Mm.
which I, you know, liked. And the Phantom Menace, like I did put at 9 because the lightsaber fight at the end kind of carries it for me. Um, but yeah, Attack of the Clones, the introduction of the clones, and some cool lightsaber fights. So
Cool.
let's see. Then at number 7, hmm, at number 7, I'm gonna put Solo, a Star Wars story,
Okay.
because
I like that movie.
it
Like, I
was
don't.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just because we're after like we get kind of like those main like 5 out. It kind of gets like, okay, what's the best of the best now? Like, how can I
Right.
rank like the good,
Right.
pretty like good movies?
Now, I would like to have seen what that movie would have been like if the original directors were still in it, right? We're still doing it, because it was the two guys that did Into the
The
Spider
Russo
Verse.
brothers? No.
No, not the Russo
Yeah.
brothers.
No.
No, it wasn't them. It was Lord and Miller. the
Yeah,
Lord and
yeah, yeah,
something. Yeah. Anyway, the producers of into like the whole Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse thing,
yeah,
and I think yeah they had done Lego Movie, and then they got fired from Solo, and then they went on to create you know into the Spider-Verse, which
yeah,
just really blew up. Okay. Anyway, keep going.
yeah. Well, okay, we got to talk about that later, but yeah, I like that movie a lot, and I remember seeing it in the theaters and it being one of the best things ever. Okay, so Solo Star Wars story, good, like, you know, whoa, crime action kind of
Hmm.
thing. Um, and it was pretty Star Warsy. Not pretty. It was Star Wars, and yeah, it's just the rest of the movies on this list, I think, have more significance. Um, so then I'm gonna put the Clone Wars movie introduction. Like I should probably rewatch it and maybe come back to it and rank it differently because I don't
Hmm.
really remember a lot of it. I remember like the first battle and Ahsoka being in it. And so that's kind of why it gets there. The introduction of Ahsoka, seeing the clones in like, what their action is going to look like for the future.
Right.
Um, and yeah, so Clone Wars. Then number 5 is gonna be is gonna be Rogue One again
Ooh. What place is that?
at number 5. I'm trying to look because I think I might have missed something. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm forgetting about Revenge of the Sith. Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Um, yeah, Rogue One again. Wait.
Yeah. What you gonna do? What you
Ah,
gonna do?
okay. Mm, 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 hmm.
Our
Mm.
viewers need to know, and some of
It's so
them.
like uh nah. Rogue One is there, I think, actually.
Okay. Okay. I disagree, but all right.
It's a good in the top 4 means it's like, well, okay, it's in the top 5. In the top 5 means it's good and I like it, and it's just where wait. I gotta think about this.
Hmm. You know what? I'll
No,
let you.
yeah,
I'll let you go if you need to
might have to
swap.
go back. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What you got after that?
Okay, so what I have after that is A New Hope. Again, good Star Wars. Introduced Star Wars to the world, and obviously it's a big thing now, so it did a good job introducing us. That's really all I have to say about it. It's a good, like, I remember, watching all the Star Wars movies on the weekend, and it kind of having a sense of nostalgia to me now. So that's where I put some of the value of these movies.
Hmm.
Um, so A New Hope, and then Return of the Jedi. A good, like, kind of end to that first trilogy, and
Hmm.
I liked it. The the Ewoks, the Luke versus Vader,
Yeah.
everything was just good. It was a really good, like, cap to those first 3 movies and, like, that story. Um, excuse me. Um,
Hmm.
so then next, so this one gets second. It is Revenge of the Sith. Let me just say that first. Revenge of the Sith, because
Yeah.
I've rewatched it and I'm like, yeah, this is kind of like campy and some of the jokes are just not landing because of just its like entertainment quality of like you know, space battle, lightsaber fight, you crazy landings, lightsaber fight, space battle,
Mm-hmm.
lightsaber fight,
Darth
or
Vader.
yeah, in the middle of that
Yeah.
like drama, Order
Yeah.
66. It was one that had the most like entertaining things happening in it, and so that's why it gets second because it's a good ish, and not good ish. It's a good rewatch.
It's
So
definitely,
there,
I think, the darkest of all the Star Wars, basically.
implying that he killed children in it, not implying,
Dude.
saying
Yeah.
why did you
No.
kill the younglings? Yeah,
Yeah. And trust me, showing that to you, hey, Dad, what is Anakin doing? I was like, just keep watching. Just, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. I don't
and
know.
then
I don't know.
yeah, like I remember skipping over the part two where like he was like burned up and like struggling on the rocks. Very like gross, where his skin was all
Ooh.
yeah.
I will say though, the most badass line in that movie is like, oh, you'll try. Like, only a Sith deals in absolute. I will do what I must.
You'll
You'll try.
try.
You'll try. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was just good
Yeah.
like lightsaber fighting. Um and really like yeah. Good entertainment value.
Yeah.
Number
I would
one.
have liked to have seen that descent into darkness, like a little bit more time with Anakin's descent into darkness, as well as Obi-Wan dealing with the fact that he is going to have to fight his former apprentice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
And then like
Padme's
how he like
pregnancy was like
yeah, how
crazy
it's
fast.
so sad that he like makes Anakin makes all of his worst nightmares come true.
Yeah.
And then he's still convinced that it wasn't his like fault. When, really if you just like went out onto the beach and touched some sand and swam in the water and hung out with his pregnant wife and just chilled, like none of this would happen. Just think about this. Think about how special all of these characters are. None of them are normal. All of this stuff is going on, and he could just go away and just chill. Like none of this would have happened if he just went away and chilled.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's yeah. Wait, what number? What number are we on?
well now I'm announcing number one, The Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, best Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Best Star Wars movie. Good story. Even it has a good lightsaber fight. It has, the cozy scenes on Dagobah, the start
Mm-hmm.
with, being on planet Hoth. Like it's a good story, and so that's why like these two, like Revenge of the Sith gets my entertainment value, and Empire gets my good story value.
You know what? I would say that if we did, like, we should, not we should have, but let's just take The Empire Strikes Back out of the equation whatsoever, because we both know that's the best. There is no argument. Let's just take that out of the equation. There's no need to really talk about The Empire Strikes Back. So I think, and this is just me saying that, I think our number ones are really Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One. No? Well, hear me out. Hear me
Well,
out.
maybe
This is
this
my
is too weird
theory.
because I kind of need like an original one as the first one. So, and maybe I should even just like have this as my ranking. But
Well,
maybe
no,
then I would have Return of the Jedi as number one.
no. I mean, I get it, right? Like, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking,
Okay.
like, just because there's a generation thing with it, as well
Yeah.
as what we both, like, because yeah, all of these films are entertaining, and I actually, as far as the prequel trilogy goes, I like Revenge of the Sith, more than the other two.
Yeah.
But my big thing with Rogue One is the fact that it's the first time that we're not really dealing with Jedi's. We're dealing with
Mm. Yeah.
guerrilla warfare, and then peppered with a little Vader, you know,
That
throughout
end
to give
scene,
it
just like
context. And then the
cold.
end scene was just like, oh my god, oh my god. Like he
Yeah.
just doesn't give a bleep. So yeah. But no, I definitely get what you're saying. And yeah, that's awesome, man. I think we did a good job. It was hard. It's hard ranking these films, I think.
Yeah, and we can do this really quickly, or maybe even save it for like a mini part of another episode. Just
Yeah.
quickly
Yeah. No, well,
incorporating the
no, 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 no.
shows.
Well, yeah, I really think you know what we should do that as another show or part two to this
Maybe we
because
can do it with a like when we like talk about the full first season of Ahsoka, because we
yeah,
should do a podcast. We should do a podcast on that.
yeah, most definitely enjoying Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Definitely just digging how how the creation of this story is going to carry the story of basically laser swords and moving things with your mind to the next generation of Star Wars fans and
Yeah.
what that
I
actually means.
I really hope they just do whatever they want and ignore the sequels, because
The sequel
this is
trilogy. Yeah.
this the Mandalorian, Ahsoka, those are the real sequels to the six main Star Wars movies, and
Okay.
is that is the right opinion, because right now we're dealing with right opinions, and that is the right one. I don't care if you're like, well, we can't, it's just your opinion. No, it's the right opinion.
Wow, so definite.
And if
I
you think
dig it.
the other way, you have the wrong opinion.
If you think differently than me, then that's the wrong opinion. So, ladies and gentlemen, Banneker Lewis Moore is running for Emperor of the Galactic Empire.
And I'll rule with an iron fist. I will be cruel but fair.
Cool,
Because
cool, cool,
I
cool.
miss it all, the order.
Ah, yes, yes.
Okay.
Well, awesome, man. So next time we're gonna get together and we'll talk about the actual
Something non
shows,
Star Wars.
something non-Star Wars, but then we'll
Yeah.
definitely come back and talk about the TV shows and all that it
Yes.
entails. But yeah, so again, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Totally forgot to say that, but you're on YouTube. You already know what the deal is for that.
Like,
And
just, really, we shouldn't, like, have to ask. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you want more, you should subscribe, because this is good quality content. Good
I
quality
think so. Quality
content.
content and
And,
soon merchandise as well.
yeah.
Yeah. So until next time, we'll see you next time, Banneker.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Okay.
Deuces.
Bye.